Hello everybody, it's Tom and Jerry Fan64 here, and it's time to do another video. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a long time. It's now time to do a video of my top 10 favorite horror movies of all time. Let's get right into it. Number 10 is Saw. Saw is definitely one of the greatest horror movies and has the greatest kills in any franchise ever. So Saw needs no introduction. It's a great movie series. I like pretty much all of them except for Saw 3D. But other than that, the movies are pretty solid. But I really enjoyed this movie. I even liked Jigsaw. Which, please don't hate me for liking Jigsaw. I thought it was pretty decent. I still haven't seen Spiral yet. I'm planning on seeing it. So yeah, number 9 is Insidious. This is probably my favorite. I don't know if this is a found footage film. I don't know if it is or not. This is a really, really great movie series. I like the first two. The first two are great. The third one is mediocre, kind of mediocre, and the last key was really good. So yeah, Insidious is probably the best horror movie franchise since Sleepaway Camp and stuff like that. At number 8 is Candyman. This is a really, really great movie. And I think this first movie of Candyman is better than the second one. The second one, Farewell to the Flesh, was okay, but it's really mediocre. I still haven't seen Candyman 3 Day of the Dead or the 2021 movie, but I'm planning on seeing both. I'm going to see the 2021 movie when it comes out on Blu-ray. But I heard Candyman 3 Day of the Dead was terrible. But the first Candyman is definitely one of the greatest horror movies of all time. And at number 7 is A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place is definitely one of the greatest horror movies of the past 4 years. And believe it or not, guys, I haven't seen the sequel yet. I still need to see it. I know it's on Paramount Plus. I'm going to try to get a Paramount Plus account. So, A Quiet Place is definitely one of the most underrated horror movies of the past 4 years. Probably the best movie of 2018 by far. Definitely the best movie of 2018. So yeah, The Quiet Place needs no introduction. And at number 6 is The Conjuring. This is a great movie franchise. I'm also talking about the Conjuring universe movies. Well, not really. I'm mainly talking about the first movie, and franchises count on this list. The Conjuring is definitely one of the greatest supernatural horror movies of all time. It's a great movie. The first two Conjuring movies are great. The third one was also great, but not as good as the first two. And I even liked the prequels to The Conjuring. Like, I thought The Curse of La Llorona was okay. The Nun was okay. The first Annabelle wasn't that great. It was okay. And Annabelle Creation and Annabelle Comes Home were great. And, yeah. I'm actually one of those only people that enjoyed The Curse of La Llorona. It was a decent movie. But my favorite Conjuring universe movies are probably the Annabelle movies. Annabelle Creation, probably. So yeah, I'm only counting the first one, but I will count The Conjuring 2 when I talk about underrated sequels, which will be pretty soon, I think. So yeah, The Conjuring is a great movie. If you guys haven't seen The Conjuring, if you're a fan of horror movies, it's a great movie. But definitely don't watch this movie with the lights off. And my advice to you, this is a creepy movie, so I highly suggest you watch this during the day, not at night. So yeah, I don't recommend you guys watch this movie at night. And at number 5, we're getting to the top 5 now. At number 5 is one of the greatest horror movies and one of the greatest performances by Jack Nicholson. And you guys know what I'm talking about, I bet. Number 5 is The Shining, of course. I know you guys probably are saying The Shining should be at number 3 or something, but there was 4 more that I thought were better. And I was gonna add Sleepaway Camp on my favorite movies, but I'm gonna do that in another video. So yeah. And I'm gonna put Sleepaway Camp as an honorable mention. And Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is another honorable mention. So yeah. Number 5 is definitely The Shining. The Shining is probably one of the greatest Stanley Kubrick movies. It's not my number 1 favorite Stanley Kubrick movie, but it's my second. My third is Barry Lyndon. My number 1 favorite Stanley Kubrick movie is without a doubt Doctor Strangelove. Well, actually, it's 2001: A Space Odyssey. Actually, it's either that or Doctor Strangelove. I love both of those. Those are tied at number 1. But if I had to choose, I would choose 2001: A Space Odyssey. So yeah, enough rambling. The Shining is definitely one of the greatest horror movies and one of the greatest performances by Jack Nicholson. Honestly, guys, I wish he could come back to acting, but he retired because his last movie was a flop, which was How Do You Know, which I watched with my sister Delilah on DVD at her house, and it was not very good. I might review it at some point. So yeah, enough rambling. And here's the top 4, and here the number 4 spot. In the number 4 spot is Scream. This is definitely one of the greatest slashers. Next to the next 3 I'm going to talk about. Scream is definitely one of the greatest horror movies of the 90s. It's a great movie. And I even liked Scream 2 and Scream 3. Scream 3 was okay, but pretty mediocre. I still haven't seen Scream 4, but I'm going to probably watch that either tomorrow or Wednesday. Probably Wednesday. But this movie, Scream, definitely made me enjoy it. It made me enjoy and respect horror movies a lot. I was gonna, and here's another honorable mention I forgot to mention, which is Jaws. I forgot to mention that in my video as well, but I'm gonna count it as an honorable mention. So yeah, at number 4 is definitely Scream, and I can't wait for the new one, Scream 5, or just Scream. Here's the top 3, guys. My top 3 favorite horror movies. And I'm going to do these quick. Number 3 is A Nightmare on Elm Street. And I'm not counting Friday the 13th because I've only seen a couple of the movies. Yeah, A Nightmare on Elm Street is one of the creepiest horror movies of all time. And Freddy Krueger is one of the most nightmarish movie killers in cinema. One of the creepiest and most frightening characters in cinema. So yeah, I'm going to do the number 2 and number 1 quick. At number 2 is Child's Play. This is a really great movie, and I just recently watched the sequel, Child's Play 2. I will watch Child's Play 3 on Wednesday or Friday. But Child's Play is a great movie, especially the first one. And the 2019 remake is also pretty good, but not as good as the original. But yeah, at number 1, here's the bottom of the barrel, the top, very top of my list. And number 1 is definitely Halloween. And if you guys haven't seen Halloween, I highly recommend it. And guys, what's your thoughts on the new Halloween Kills trailer and the new movie coming out on Friday? I'm probably not going to see Halloween Kills in theaters because I would see it in the theaters, but I don't think I'll be able to because the people I live with don't like horror movies. So I'm probably going to watch Halloween Kills when it comes out on Blu-ray. Well, it's going to be available on Peacock, but I think $5 is an okay price, but we'll have to see if I'll be able to watch it on Peacock. I would much rather have a Peacock account than a Netflix account, to be honest. So yeah, Halloween, the very first movie, is a great movie, and the second one's also pretty good. I think the Halloween movies are kind of hit or miss for me. Halloween Resurrection and Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers were definitely misses in the Halloween franchise. But I can't wait for Halloween Kills. So yeah, that is it for my top 10 favorite horror movies of all time, in which I will see you guys in my next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.